is time for adjustments in terms of positions. Para po sa kung benthic organism, baka may problema sila as an adult. Pero yun naman kung i-spawn nila, pwede namang bumalan kung sila ay planktonic, lumulutang-lutang lang. For the others, those that can swim, they have a choice kung saan sila pupunta. So from a geological perspective, I would look at the rate and magnitude of change. And I would always look at a major flood. And that during a major flood, you can have large changes. Even the substrate will change because you bring in a new batch of material, you flush out some of the older materials. And then I compare that to dredging. Medyo mas matagal po ang dredging. May adjustments po maaaring magawa yung mga nakatira na mga resources doon sa ilog. Ipasa ko po kay Doc Artem for additional insights.
Well, thank you. Of course, sabi ko nga kanina, yung sudden change, may impact yan. But the organism can adjust. Yung result ng changes through yung sa sedimentation through yung siltation, yun ang very fast yan. Ganon din yung dredging yan. Kung ginawa ng 3 araw yan, meron yung mag-changes ng turbidity, lahat may mga changes din mangyayari. But time ay nag-a-adapt yung organism. Ngayon, ang maganda yung ginagawa natin na as the result of the study, kung makita nyo yung linya, alam na natin kung saan yung dredging. So, one thing that we'll look into in that area where there is yung reproduction of those species, saan ba natin i-concentrate yung area. So, that's yung sinasabi ko na long term na study ng area. Para pagdating ng may dredging, hindi siya na-disturb doon. So, yun po yung kagandaan yung study because we identifying already the area where the talwigs are. Nasaan pa yung malalim? Nasaan pa yung area na hindi na magagalaw? At doon na rin yung hindi masyadong disturbance ng habitat. So, ganun po yun ang kanya. That's why you have to continue the study. It takes time for you to establish yung sinasabi natin na yung reproduction niya, yung impact. Pero it's worth now that we started. Kasi dati-dati kung wala tayong study na ganito, kung saan-saan ka lang na mag-address, ibig sabihin yan, ma-disturb mo the whole ecosystem within the river. So ganun po yun yung natignan. At I think yung punto na yun, hindi po narating doon sa amin. That's why, because it's just 3 months, our researcher there is Dr. Plastic, but kaunti lang yung na-provide the information. That's why we are recommending a long-term study on all these important species. Para sa ngayon ay ano man ang gagawin natin sa river system, hindi masyadong maapektuhan. Ganun po yun.
development or rehabilitating yung river basin system, and then having analysis on how much can be earned that type of project.
Yung nakalagay lang dito sa report ay hindi total na economic analysis. Kasi pinakita natin na 25 kilometers yung concentration and we have only very short period of time. Kasi yung economic analysis na gagawin, it involves the whole river basin. Ano yung impact ng sa labas? Ano yung impact yung ginagawa na sa pera na farming system dito sa Pera River? So, yun. So, wala. Meron kami mag-comparison tungkol doon sa wala dito sa report. Kung wala kang gagawin sa river system, ano ba ang research? So, I think pero meron na pong mga plano sa Cagayan River system. Ito na pwede natin makita yung economic analysis. Kagaya yung JICA report noong 2000, ginagamit na nila yung kasama na po yung economic analysis yun. Nasa DPWH sa NEDA yun. So, meron din yung ginagawa ngayon ng Manila, yung River Basin Control Office na master plan. So, meron na rin kalakit na yun, economic analysis. So, dito po yun ay hindi na-include. Kasi if you are looking at economic analysis, we will not just considering the area na subject ng study. Saan ba yung area na nakaka-impact ang kabuuan? Kayo mahabang usapin po yun, yung economic analysis. Kaya po dito sa report, hindi po nangyari.
We would like to thank all the local government officials that we have with us, and of course the public who also listen to the presentation. And of course we would like to thank Honorable Governor Alvaro T. Antonio for heading the study, and of course we would like to thank also the host, Honorable Ismael Tumaru, for
Yes, okay, sorry. There's a question pero no more. Yes, you can ask for. I actually, anyone could ask. We would welcome your questions. Our friends from the media could answer. You are welcome. I can ask questions. And I think this is our effort to air your questions so that they can be answered directly by Dr. Silinan. So, yes.
Magandang tanghali po, Professor Salinan. Ang tanong ko ay medyo may kaugnayan po sa presentation, pero more of a reiteration yung una pong pronouncement nyo nung unang forum sa Crown Lodge. Sir, ngayon natapos na po yung pag-aaral, nagpapatuloy pa rin po ba ang inyong posisyon na ang black sand mining sa ilog ay medyo makakabuti o nakakabuti. Pero ang black sand mining along coastal areas ay hindi nyo inirekomenda kasi yan po ang pagkakasabi nyo noong una pong pagkakataon na kayo po amin pong nakaharap. Salamat po.
I'm taking the last statement. Let's clarify the term coastal. Ano po ba ang definition naman ng coastal? The position that I had was based on the work that we're doing or that we've done in several places in the Philippines, showing that if you take out magnetite from along the beach, then that will contribute or enhance or lead to erosion. And my statement, and I think I stated it like that during the first presentation, My statement is based on that knowledge, from that experience. Na alam ko, kunin mo ang magnetite sand sa beach, may erode yung beach. Okay? Now, if you apply the term coastal to, kasi merong definition ng coastal zone, na kung nakahanggang sa dulo, then I don't make that decision. Okay? yung position ng buyer refers to yung immediate na coastal plain, yung coast mismo, yung beach mismo.
Follow-up, sir. Natanong ko po yan kasi gusto din mong malinawan dahil nabanggit nyo kanina na nagawi yata kayo sa bahagi ng Gonzaga at sabi nyo pa nga may mga 40 truckloads na nangunguha at kakarga ng laksang. Napansin nyo din mo ba yung pinagliminahan kung yun ba'y naaayon din sa posisyon ninyo o hindi?
Wala, kung tingnan mo yung distansya na sa coastline, nandun siya sa beyond yung 200 meters. Nasa coastal plain siya, malayo din siya, dun sa present day of the beach. Yun yung napuntaan namin ng site sa Gonzaga. Siguro opportunity na pwede nito, kasi narinig ko na the day after my presentation in Pagirao, the Bombolado came out with a statement saying that I am for magnetite mining along the coastal zone, and yes, I did say that, but Bombolado should have qualified that statement, but with what I said in that presentation. Then I can be taken out of context, no? Pagkatama lang sana sa mga gagawin nyo sa Bombolado, may konteksto kung wala yung sinasabi ng tao. Nahirapan ako ba, no? Hindi maganda yan. I had friends who called me up and said, ano yung pinagsasabi mo daw sa akin? I had family members, relatives from within the province who said, the same thing. Because there is no context to it. Maganda lang yung context. Kaya ito na contextualize ko ngayon